So I have a pretty cool video for you guys today. I thought I'd do something a little different. So you know how everybody's getting ready for Valentine's Day and everybody and their mother's doing a Valentine's Day look, and I did a simple one and I did a pretty dramatic one, and now I'm gonna do a not so happy Valentine's Day look for all my girls that, you know, don't really celebrate, or guys, you know, that don't really celebrate Valentine's Day like that, you know, they ain't got a boo and they have, you know, they just hang out with their homegirls or homeboys or whatever the case may be. So I figured I would do a anti-Valentine's Day eye look. So yeah, and I figured I would do it as a talk through. So I'm gonna close up on this. I'm just gonna stick to a palette that I've had for ages. Like, you can tell it's an old school MAC palette, and it's just with some colors that I put in there, and I've had these colors in there forever. So I'm gonna do, I don't know what kind of look I'm doing. I know it's gonna be something fun, so I'm just gonna get started. And so I guess we'll stick to those colors. So I'm gonna use a Morphe M504. It's a really big blending brush. I'm going to take that all the way to the inner corner and bring it all the way down to the outer corner of the eye. Now I'm going to take this kind of like a charcoal grayish brown color. It's called Persuade. And I am going to press that onto the outer corners of the eye and also the inner corners. In the inner corners, I'm going to use something a little bit smaller. See? And I'm going to blend that out with a skinnier brush. This is a MAC 221. Just blend that out. Just going to put that color in there one more time. Now I'm going to take that same color, that wedge or whatever color it was, and just bring that down to the lower lash line. And I'm just going to avoid the middle part of the lash line. So I'm just going to put it on the outer corners and the inner corners. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is a fun look. A fun, crazy, messy look. So I'm just using that color to kind of use it as a transition for the next color I'm gonna put there, which is also that same dark, that darkish grayish charcoal color. So now I'm gonna take, I need something really, really glowy and something that really, really pops. So I'm gonna take something from the Natasha Denona palette, the green and gold, or the green one. So I think I'm gonna take the color, I don't know the name of these colors, but I've been dying to use it. It's called Industrial. It's this pretty kind of, I don't want to say rusty, but almost like a rusty, very glittery, I guess some kind of silverish antique color. And I'm going to use a MAC 239 brush. I'm just going to press that right into the middle of the eye where I left that little space. And I'm also going to press that in. So I kind of press and kind of rub down. Press and rub. And then a lot of times I'll kind of go on with my fingers, and that will really, really make it pop. Or you can go on with some kind of Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray and spray it on. But I'm going to do that later. Right now I'm just going to lay that there for the moment. And so now I'm just going to take that same charcoal brown or black, or it's kind of like an off black to me. And then just press that in there. That way we don't lose so much color. Take that Morphe that Morphe, that big fluffy Morphe brush, and just kind of blend out everything. Make sure I don't have too many harsh edges. Make sure everything looks pretty seamless. Alright, so I removed a lot of the fallout that I had there, and I'm just going to stop at the eyes for the moment, and I'm going to go ahead and do my eye makeup. So I'm just priming my face, or moisturizing priming. I've been loving this primer right here. I use it, I think it's in my last video. I will post it just in case. I'll leave a link, but this is the Bobbi Brown Extra Illuminating Moisture Balm. So for foundation today, gotta shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I've been loving the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I'm just using a Real Techniques blending sponge. I have yet to use this foundation with a brush. I don't know if it will work better with a brush, but I really like it with the beauty sponge. So I really been loving this foundation. So this is a little concoction that I've been loving lately. I've been using the CoverGirl Outlast concealer right there on the inner corners of my eyes, and then I've been going over it with a little bit of the Kat Von D Lock It concealer. Mine's is in the shade M17 Warm. Also gonna blend that out with my sponge. So one thing I am gonna do is actually bake. I really rarely ever bake. And I'm gonna do that with the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. I've been loving doing this under my eyes, like even without baking, just to put that under the eyes because it brightens it up really pretty, and it has these little specks of like oops. It has like a little bit of iridescence in it, so it kind of just gives it a pretty glow under the eye. The only reason why I'm baking is because once I put on the rest of my eye makeup, if I get a little fallout, I can just kind of sweep it off. So I'm just going to do that. Now one thing I really like doing, and I feel like it really helps out with my highlight, and it doesn't make it look like almost like fakeish. I feel like this makes it look really natural, but it also kind of makes it pop. I don't have any other powder on my face, just the powder that I have here. So I'll go in with any highlighter. This is just MAC's Old Darling. This is just one that I had right there. I'm not really too picky because everything that I have I love using. So I just like to put that on before I put anything on my face. And then I find with this foundation, I really don't have to powder it too much. It really doesn't need it. It's gonna go in with the NYX No Filter powder in the shade Medium Olive, and I'm gonna lightly sweep powder just in a couple of those areas, and that's it. And right on the sides of my nose. I'm not gonna contour it too much. I don't really go crazy with the contour on my nose, so just really lightly. I don't need too much of this stuff. I just want that extra glow from the powder. Alright, so now I'm just going to bronze up my face. This is the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Bronzing Powder, and I get mine's in the shade Aruba number 4. And I'm just going to just bronze up the face. Maybe I'll contour a little bit. I'm going to use the Refined Golden as a bronzer today, as a blush today. Let's use a different brush for this. I'm just going to use a MAC 113. And yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to take this. This is like one of my favorite brushes. This is, I wish I would have gotten to. I didn't think I was gonna like it so much, but this is a Royal Langnickel essential brush, and it's actually a smudger brush. It's BBE07. I got this so long ago, one year when I went to IMATS, and maybe 2 years ago, I would say. So now I'm just gonna go in with that color Persuade, and now it looks a little bit more, you know, potent. It looks more defined, and now you can see it a little bit more. But at least I know exactly where I wanted it. Alright, so now I'm going to take LA Girls, what is this, Glide Gel Liner. And this is in Very Black. And I'm just going to put that onto my lower lash line to really, really intensify the look. Now my lower lash line, I didn't realize I wasn't recorded again. I went in with this like charcoal, not charcoal, this is more of a grayish, a deep gray. What color is that one? That one is Print. And I'm actually gonna really intensify the lower lash line. But that I already did it. But I thought I was recording it. But I already had put on black eyeliner on my lower lash line. I'm sorry, my eyes get so watery. And then I just went in with that other color and then kind of pressed it onto my lower lash line as well as the waterline, because it helps soak up the product so that my eyes don't get like super watery and they dry up quick. But I have really bad like watery eyes. And now, just for fun, I guess you could say, I'm gonna take more on a brush and then spritz it with a little bit of setting spray. You can use whatever you want. I'm just using one that I have right near me, and it's the Mario Badescu Rose Water Setting Spray. And wow, did that really intensify my look. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that color onto the lower lash line into the middle, and I'm just gonna press it on. Just to get a little bit of a highlighted effect right there. Now I'm using the same color from the another color from the palette. It's this color right here, and it's called Cream 215. Yep, Cream. Nice. I read that upside down. Pretty talented, huh? So I am gonna put that right there onto my inner corner, and then I'm actually gonna press it in so that that color is really, really like intense. And I'm also going to whoosh it up just a little, whatever's left on the brush. Pretty, huh? And I'm also gonna bring that color to highlight my brow bone just right there. Beautiful. Nice. So I know you guys see all this fallout. We're gonna get rid of that right now. So I'm just gonna take my brush very lightly. I'm not gonna press really hard, and sweep it off. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go put some lashes on, and then I'll be right back. So this is the completed look. So I just paired it up with a very not so like bam out there lip. This is ColourPop's We, I think it's called We You, something like that. I'll link it down below just in case. And I also paired it with MAC's Strip Down Lip Liner, and I thought it was the perfect lip color for this look because I didn't want to overpower the eyes. So yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one.